All right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. And right now, man, an NFL receiver was found dead in his garage. How did that happen? Let's find out.
NFL standout and former Trinity and Purdue wide receiver Rondell Moore has died at the age of 25.
A three-sport athlete at New Albany, Moore later helped lead Trinity to the 2016 Class 6A football state championship. And a heartbreaking statement posted by Moore's former teammate Marquise Brown. He said, quote, "Bro, ain't no way, brother. You just messaged me a few hours ago."
Man, this shit is crazy, man. What is up with all these motherfuckers dying, man? Now, the last headline I saw, it said self-inflicted to the head. Let's find out, was it suicide or did they have the story wrong? Let's keep watching.
Only 1% of college football players ever make it to the NFL. And somehow, even after beating those odds, even if drafted, you're not guaranteed to make it on the field. In just 1 week, we talked about two young men, 25 years old, life gone from their own doing. Dreams, potential, and even careers. And what hurts the most, from the outside looking in, everything looked like they had it together. I mean, think about it, fam. Imagine having the lights, the contracts, even the opportunity. But behind the scenes, you know you hurt. It's pressure, it's injuries, expectations, and battles that only you know don't show up on highlight reels or music videos. But in this video, the victim in this case didn't hold up a mic. Instead, he caught footballs. Within the last 24 hours of me making this video, a talented wide receiver traded from 4 teams in 4 years and only playing on 3. Fighting to hold onto a roster spot and even getting another contract. Been trying to prove he belongs in a league where the average career barely lasts 3 years. People close to him say they saw signs, dark days, moments where they tried to pull him back. But
So he was going through something. He was fighting a battle. People close to him saw him fighting that battle. I'm sure it was a lot of depression going on. It's a lot, you know what I'm saying? Rondell Moore, he was always, injured and shit. So them injuries fuck you up because, that shit'll get your ass cut. And, everybody's dream is work hard and get to the NFL and become a star. You want to become a star when you get to the NFL. You don't want to go to the NFL and face a career-ending injury. You know what I'm saying? You done spent your whole life trying to get here, and you finally get in here, and you can't stay consistent on a team. You're getting traded. You got injuries going. Every time you get in the game, something happens. Like, that definitely will play a toll on your psyche, on your mental.
unfortunately, today we're not talking about a comeback story. We're talking about a life lost to a self-inflicting at just 25 years old. So tonight, we're going to slow this down, pay respects, break his journey down, see what possibly led up to this, while talking about what's being released publicly, and hopefully helping somebody going through similar situations know it's okay and to get some help. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Family Rondell Deshaun Moore, born June 9, 2000. He was born and raised in New Albany, Indiana. He grew up on the same block as former NBA player Romeo Lanford. The two played basketball together until their sophomore year in high school. He attended New Albany High School, where he was a part of the 2016 4A Indiana State Basketball Championship team with Langford. He then transferred to Trinity High School, where he was a 4-star recruit. He helped lead the football team to a 15-0 season. That team went on to win the Kentucky 6A State Championship in 2017. Months later, June 2017, he committed to play at the University of Texas at Austin, but later chose to attend Purdue University, which made it been one of the best decisions of his life. In the first game with the Boilermakers, Moore had 313 all-purpose yards, the first in program history, higher than Otis Armstrong, who had 312 in 1972. In that same game, Moore had a 76 rush touchdown that evened the score at 14-14, but they eventually lost the game, 31-27. On September 3rd, 2018, Moore was named Co-Freshman of the Week in Big Ten Conference. 3 weeks later, on the 24th, Moore was once again named Big Ten Freshman of the Week. And by November 25th, 2018, Moore was named Big Ten Freshman of the Week for the 4th time.
They work the play clock all the way down. It's Moore in motion. They get it to him. Moore in space. A burst of speed.
Up out of there.
A first down.
Up out of there.
He's still going. Cuts back. Touchdown.
On December 12, 2018, Moore was named in CBS Sports Freshman of the Year. He stayed 3 more years and decided to go to the NFL. Moore was selected by the Arizona Cardinals in the second round with the 49th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft.
NFL Draft. The Arizona Cardinals select Rondell Moore, receiver, Purdue.
Rondell, Steve.
I know that got to be a super proud moment, man. Like, that's what you worked for to get to that moment, to hear your name called in the draft. Your mama, your daddy, if your daddy's in your life, your mama, your family, everybody there with you. Especially when, y'all know how that shit go. That's a big moment for, niggas coming up out of college and going to the NFL. Like, everybody dream of that who play football their whole life, of getting that call to make it to the big leagues. And then you get there, and then you blow your goddamn knee. You fuck your Achilles up. You tear your ACL. All kind of shit go wrong in the first year. And you like, oh, motherfucker. God damn, man. I did all that. I got here and then tore my ACL. Oh, hell no, man. That got to be the worst feeling in the world. Got to be.
Arizona Cardinals, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, man. You ready to come out to the desert?
One of them, at
No
least.
doubt.
But fam, here's where we slow down. Because imagine becoming a millionaire overnight. But here's where the numbers come in place. You see, for the first round, and this just allegedly, according to what's being published and presented by ESPN, I haven't been in the NFL. But according to ESPN, first round picks, 4-year deals is usually worth 10 to 40 million plus fully guaranteed money. Includes a 5th-year team option. Top 10 picks can make 20 M's plus guaranteed right away. But when it comes to the 2nd and 3rd round picks, like Rondell, that's around 5 to 8 million, which is still great, but it's partially guaranteed. Still, strong signing bonuses. And mid to late round picks like 4th to 7th round, it's roughly 3 to 4 M's, the total over 4 years, with smaller signing bonuses. Now you know that. Rondell signed his 4-year rookie.
Damn, nigga, look at that signing bonus for undrafted. $5K to $50K. Damn.
Contract, June 9th, 2021. He entered the 2021 season 4th on the Cardinals wide receiver depth chart. In his second career game, Moore scored his first NFL touchdown on his 77-yard pass from Kyler Murray in the second quarter against Minnesota Vikings.
Murray looks long. He's got a receiver. Moore with a blocker. Rondell Moore, a touchdown. Arizona.
In there.
Yeah. 77 big ones. Who needs 2 minutes, guys?
But he finished the season with 54 catches and 435 yards and 1 touchdown, the one you just saw. And after missing the first 3 games due to a hamstring injury, Moore
You know what I'm saying? God damn, man. They're getting there. All kind of injuries going on.
made his 2022 debut in week 4. He started the next 8 games before being placed on injury reserve on December 14th,
Damn.
2022. Moore finished the 2022 season with 41 receptions, 414 receiving yards, and just 1 receiving touchdown. And this is where he was at mentally and how he thought about things during his second training camp.
Cardinals wide receiver Rondell Moore right now. Rondell, it's your second training camp. Is it different for you? Are you approaching it any differently than you did as a rookie last year?
I think it's all the same, man, mentally, for me especially. I think the only thing that changes is I kind of know what to expect, as opposed to being a rookie coming in blind and just going out there and just letting the bullets fly. So I think the only thing that changes is just knowing what's coming, but mentally it's all the same.
How do you think training camp is going for you so far, Rondell?
Good, man. I'm having a blast, having a fun time, making plays, learning. So it's been great for me.
You could tell that nigga lying, man. You could tell he lying, man. What are you really thinking about on there, brother?
Now you're in that position where there's some of the younger guys maybe looking up to you, or guys that just they don't know for sure if they're going to be on this team yet. We know what to expect from you. I think we know what to expect from guys like DeAndre Hopkins. Are there some other names that you're kind of know about that maybe the fans don't know about yet?
I mean, quite frankly, pretty much everyone on this team is able to make plays. I think our offense is wide open for anyone to get off any game, anytime. So, I mean, ton of guys you can throw in that group. Greg Dortch, Andre, AJ, Tweezy, Hollywood, of course. And then, like you said, Hop, and hopefully myself. So
I'm just thinking, man. I'm like, damn, they had so Rondell. Then they had Marshawn Nealon, Detroit Cowboy. Dallas Cowboys. Marshawn Nealon. He did the self-inflicted gunshot wound inside the phone booth, I believe it was, when he went in the phone booth and offed himself. And I'm like, damn, man, is this gonna become more of a... Okay, here's what I will say. This one thing I knew that would come with that era. You know, these dudes are young, man. Like, Marshawn, he was, 24 years old? Like, they come from that emo era of music. I know people gonna say, no, hear me out. That emo era was a real thing to a lot of these young niggas, man. And that shit played a toll on these niggas. It's an emotional era. A depression. Y'all know when every kid was walking around talking about they depressed and low self-esteem and all kind of stuff going on. That was a depressed era, man. That emo music era. Now these niggas are all like YNs. This the YN era. All the younger niggas. They YNs. But he's from that era, man. So maybe, that shit play a toll. These niggas committing suicide and taking it away. That was in the music. People was singing about shit like that, like praising it and shit. Shit's crazy, man. I hope this don't become a trend, and we start seeing more and more sports figures who are actively still in the NFL and the NBA and all that start offing themselves. Now, there has been NFL stars from CTE, doing things like that, obviously, not making the best decisions. And, it's a sad situation, man. It's a sad situation what comes with this shit. It's a great dream to have to play in the NFL, but it is definitely a lot of wear and tear on your body, on your mind. Nigga, it's bad. A lot could go wrong, man. And a lot of people don't talk about what happens after people retire from the NFL, the pain they go through, the mental shit they go through after they retire, and all the side effects from that career, from playing football their whole life, what they go through mentally, what they go through physically in their 40s and their 50s and all that. That shit is wear and tear in your body like a motherfucker.
Dortch was the guy I thought maybe you'd say, because we're hearing a lot of buzz about Greg Dortch right now. Yeah.
Nah, he's a baller. It's crazy. His story just from, I think this is his 4th year, I want to say. This is like his 6th or 7th team. So just for a guy like that to not stick is crazy, because, he has a ton of talent. But I love Dortch. That's my guy.
On March 14, 2024, Moore was traded to the Atlanta Falcons in exchange for quarterback Desmond Ridder. Unfortunately, he didn't play not one game. On August 8th, Moore was placed on season-ending injury reserve following a knee injury in training camp. About a 4th year, the rookies normally got an extension. But when it came to Moore, on March 19, 2025, the Minnesota Vikings signed Moore to a 1-year, $2 million contract. On August 9th, Moore's last play in the NFL, he suffered a season-ending knee injury during a preseason game against the Houston Texans and had to be carted off the field. The injury happened as Texans linebacker Jamal Hill tackled Moore along the sideline as Moore was returning a punt from Tommy Townsend. And at this point, Moore was placed on injury reserve for the 2nd consecutive year, missing 2 of the 4 years in his rookie contract. Head hanging down, not only concerned about the injury, but concerned if that was his last play on a football field.
Very violent inside hand chop, turns the corner with his hips and gets to the quarterback.
2-time Super Bowl winner Tommy Townsend with the punt. New Viking Rondell Moore, 22 punt returns to his career, 8.5 on the average, flag on the play as he scoots to the right side trying to get the corner, but he can't get the edge. 53-yard punt and a 2-yard return, and somebody who missed all of 2024 for the Falcons due to injury, Rondell Moore, well, he's down. He's down on the Texan sideline. I'm not exactly...
Return.
Nope.
Personal foul. Illegal blindside block. Return team number 14.
Nope.
Half the distance to the goal. It's first down. Timeout.
Well, this Tim Jones, 2 special teams penalties. Rondell Moore is hurt.
Man, preseason, man. God damn, that was tragic, bro. In preseason, you're out for the season. You suffer a season-ending injury in preseason. Just really think about that. You like, motherfucker, in preseason? That's crazy.
And it's 7-6 Texans with 10.5 minutes to go in the first half. We'll wish Rondell Moore well and come back shortly to U.S. Men's Football back on the Vikings Entertainment Network as we await decisions on Rondell Moore, still down on the sideline. So let's pause. Texans by 1 second quarter. This is Vikings football. Hey, it's Vikings football on the Vikings Entertainment Network. There you see a towel over the head of Rondell Moore, who left the field, is heading back to the Vikings locker room. That's bad news.
You know it's over. You're like, motherfucking, this is it. That was it. That was my big, that's it. That's all I got. It's over with. Damn, man. Listen, y'all got to hear me out, man. You get to the place where you work your ass off, middle school, high school. This is the place where you like, I'm finna see some chicken, nigga. I could potentially get some millions out this shit and change my family career. Every nigga want to buy a house for their mama, buy a house for my mama, do this, do that, do this, not have to worry about, you know, what I would if I was working a 9 to 5 and just, this is a life-changing career I got right here. And I get here and I fumble it. And now I got to go back. Well, I got to go to being regular again. That'll definitely send your ass into a dark state, man. Damn. It's sad, man. He was young as fuck.
Used for Rondell Moore, guys.
Yeah, it's awful. I think everybody was cheering for him. I know I was cheering for him. You know, when we picked him up, he's coming off a right knee injury from last year, you know, hoping that he was going to be 100% and hoping that he could return to the guy that he was at Purdue, where he was almost unstoppable in the open field when he got the ball in his hands. It didn't work out for him his other stops in Arizona. I don't want to speculate on what it is, but obviously it's very serious. Let's just hope that it's maybe not as bad as they're thinking, and he's got a real chance to come back and make this football team, but things are not looking good now.
Once teammate and a good friend, Hollywood Brown. I noticed Rondell didn't get a chance to make the team. Injuries derailed him once again. He sent him a text, praying for you, brother. Sometimes in life when stuff don't go as planned, as frustrating as it may be, have to always remember God is in control. His plan will always prevail. All we can do is trust him and always remember, someone has it worse. I'm here if you ever need to talk, bro. I know how shit feels. It sucks, dog. But knowing you built for this. Don't give up. Fast forward 6 months later.
Shout out Hollywood Brown, man, being a real nigga, man.
They say a whole lot can change in a year. In just 4 years, Moore went from a top prospect in his position to a man now searching to even get on the field to showcase that he still got talent. Not getting past his rookie contract, leaving him with doubt, uncertainty. February 21st, 2026, it was reported that Moore had lost his life, allegedly inside his New Albany home from a sofa. May he rest in peace. Love and condolences to his family.
Damn.
Former Trinity and Purdue wide receiver Rondell Moore has died at the age of 25.
A three-sport athlete at New Albany, Moore later helped lead Trinity to the 2016 Class 6A Football State Championship. After high school, the 2017 Gatorade Player of the Year went on to become an All-American at Purdue under then head coach Jeff Brom. Moore was drafted in 2021 and was most recently signed to the Minnesota Vikings. New Albany Police Chief Todd Bailey says officers are investigating a home on Eakin Avenue after Moore was found dead in that home's garage with what investigators believe is a self-inflicted. The Floyd County coroner says an autopsy has been scheduled.
And we spoke to Moore's former head coach, Jeff Brom, who said, quote, Rondell Moore was a complete joy to coach, the ultimate competitor that would never back down to any challenge. Rondell had a work ethic that was unmatched by anyone, a great teammate that would come through in any situation.
People be facing some real demons, man. It ain't worth it, man. It's light at the end of the tunnel, man. Come on, bro. So many lives are affected by these decisions. When you make these decisions, man, you affect your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins. What are you doing, man? Why? Why do you gotta kill yourself? I never could. I get the thoughts that people be having. I get it. Why do you feel like there's no hope in the future? Why? What? God damn.
We all loved Rondell, and we loved his smile and competitive edge that always wanted to please everyone he came in contact with. We offer all of our thoughts and prayers to Rondell and his family, and we love him very much.
And a heartbreaking statement posted by Moore's former teammate Marquise Brown. He said, quote, "Bro, ain't no way, brother. You just messaged me a few hours ago," with a crying emoji.
And the Minnesota Vikings also posted a statement a short time ago. It reads, quote, "We are deeply saddened by the passing of Rondell Moore. While we are working to understand the facts, we have spoken with Rondell's family to offer our condolences and the full support of the Minnesota Vikings. We have also been in communication with our players, coaches, and staff, and we'll make counseling and emotional support resources available to anyone in need. Our thoughts are with Rondell's family and friends during this devastating time."
Stories like this hit different because talent alone don't protect you from real life. One minute you chasing a roster spot, the next minute the whole world is trying to understand what went wrong behind closed doors. Tonight wasn't about judgment. It was about understanding the pressure, the journey, and remembering a young man who worked his whole life to reach a level most people would never touch.
Man, that's sad.
And still in his mind, felt that it wasn't enough. Rest in peace to him, prayers to his family, his teammates, and everybody who's hurting right now. If there's
Damn, man, that's sad, bro. Rest in peace to Rondell Moore, man. And Marshawn Nealon, throwing that out there too, man. 2 lives gone too soon. Young brothers in the NFL that took their lives, man. You never know what somebody going through, what type of thoughts they be having, what type of mental issues people are facing, these battles they having in the dark. You know, like, talk to somebody, man. You really got to confide, but I know the pain sometimes, especially when your parents ain't here no more. You know that feeling you used to have where you could go and talk to your mom and talk to your dad, and you know, once they're gone and you don't have that outlet no more, yeah, you might have a girlfriend, you might have this, but it still ain't the same like talking to your parents. And it's just a feeling of emptiness and shit. And you know, you got to be able to work past that and find strength, man, and stay strong and stay focused and continue forward with life's missions, man. You know what I'm saying? But again, I do understand that everybody isn't mentally capable, man. It's an easier said than done thing for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, prayers up to this young man's family, man. Let me just say, man, don't commit suicide, all right? Don't commit suicide. Find someone to talk to. Find an outlet. You feel me? There's still light at the end of the tunnel, man. So, you feel me? Them dark times don't last always, man. You feel me? But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this situation right here. Hopefully this doesn't become a trend with these youth in sports. It's just sad to see, especially, you know, with kids looking up to these people and wanting to be like these people and then watching them take that exit strategy to get up out of there. It's never a good thing, man. Never a good thing. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash a like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.